At age 38, David Luiz stepped back into Europe's grandest club competition, the Champions League, wearing the Pafos FC badge. It was supposed to be a moment of triumph, a reminder of his storied career at Chelsea, PSG, and elsewhere. But the return ended in pain, disappointment, and more questions than answers. In a match away at Olympiacos, Pafos' debut in the Champions League group stage, Luiz was trusted to start. It was a nod to legacy, experience, and the hope that his leadership could guide a newly promoted side. Early on, the match seemed manageable. Pafos defended deep, Luiz organizing the backline, making early interventions. But in the 32nd minute, he pulled up with a muscle injury after a collision. He tried to push through, tried to stay on his feet, but eventually the damage was visible. He limped off, replaced, leaving fans in shock. The scoreboard read 0-0. The match would end without goals. But the emotional scorecard was already marked. For Luiz, this was his first Champions League match since November 2017, when he last featured for Chelsea under Antonio Conte. Over his career, he has played well over 50 matches in the competition, scored goals, created moments. But now, the physical toll of age, the memories, all collided in a fleeting moment, a chest-thumping comeback that ended in a limp off the pitch. Social media exploded with reaction. Some were simply amazed. Luiz, 38, still playing at the top level. Others expressed sympathy, that a comeback should have been more carefully managed. Fans highlighted both the courage and the risk. Many noted how Pafos, a debutant club in the Champions League, showed resolve to earn a point away from home, even with 10 men early on. Another player was sent off before Luiz left. What they couldn't ignore was how the hope of a fairy tale return was cut short. The injury also raises tactical and medical questions. Was Luiz fully fit? Did the coaching staff anticipate possible risk? Veteran? Defenders are rarely judged only by pace or strength. Positioning, decision-making become the anchors. But when the body fails, none of that matters. At nearly 40, recovery is slower, muscle resilience is lower, and the room for error, very small. Pafos, meanwhile, gained a point with the draw. Olympiacos couldn't break them down, despite numerical superiority after the red card against Pafos. In that context, Luiz's presence mattered beyond the 30-odd minutes. His leadership may have helped calm nerves, organize defense. Yet, one can't shake off the feeling that this match will be remembered less for what he did or tried to do, and more for how quickly it ended. Legacy in football is often measured in moments. Champions League finals, last-minute goals, record-breaking runs. Luiz has many of those. But this return, delayed nearly 8 years, will not go down among his proudest. Instead, it becomes a cautionary chapter about timing, physical limits, and the gap between ambition and reality. Will David Luiz get another shot? Can he make amends? Or is this the final note in a career that has already said much?